cast members have so many legendary credits, but what is something you starred in that you wished people talked about more?
I don't have enough of them.
Enough of them that haven't been talked about enough, you mean?
Everything he's done
It's been talked about.
is amazing. I have plenty. I mean, we had met in the chemistry read, and I had not seen Heartstopper.
I had something I wanted to ask you. Do you want to go out with me? Do you want to join the rugby team? What?
And I was hook, line, and sinker, blown away. He's gonna go places.
He's got talent, kid.
This kid is going places. No, but
sweaty.
Genuinely a change in colour.
Yeah.
But he really is, I mean, you know this, he's so special. Like once in a million years. Like just can't believe that he has done, this is his second project.
It's ridiculous.
On film.
Yeah, I mean, Joe is so lovely to work with. Like he's just a decent human being, and he's hardworking and professional, and pleasant, and all the things that you want. And then on top of that, he is intensely gifted. And he also just like riding the wave of Heartstopper and his enormous popularity, he handles everything with such grace. And I find him very inspiring, that he just is so self-possessed. And he's fantastic in the show.
We love Joe.
Oh, perfectly. He was 19
He was
when
19.
we started.
He was 19.
Yeah, and he's just the most beautiful soul.
Yeah.
And he wanted you to fit in. Do you know what I mean? It's not. I mean, it's not. He didn't separate himself from women. He just wanted to hang.
He was one of the girls.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about cast member Joe Locke. What can you tell us about him? His
Well, isn't he coming on tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, you're in for it. He is such an incredible young person that you're like, how did you he's so fully formed in a way that I wish that I had been at that age. He's so gifted, and he's funny, and he's so dear, and he's so himself. He's just an authentic person. I'm so excited. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. I would say you have to ask him, why? Why do you have this talent? Why? How? What do you think gave you this confidence and your amazing fashion sense?
Yeah. And Catherine, watching this young man develop,
I have learned so much from his poise and his confidence and just his openness and vulnerability. Like he's incredible. I wish I had a sprinkle of his self-possession as he does at this age.
So, Joe, I want to start with you. I saw you on Broadway in Sweden.
Oh, wow. There's proof.
It's so great.
He's amazing. Yeah. This is his second television show. This is his second thing that he's done on camera.
What do you mean, like this moment here?
No, right, exactly. Heartstoppers and then this. Could you imagine?
No, I can't imagine.
No.
What do your friends and family
he's so
think?
Poised. He blew me away, from that we had a chemistry read, and I just remember being he just blew me away. And then we had some rehearsals, and I just immediately just fell for him as a human. I just adored him. It just felt like there was an instant trust. And so we could go to all these different parts of their relationship pretty easily. I felt like we had a musical language almost that we could just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go to different places.
And then Joe Locke is such a terrific talent.
I love Joe. He's so good.
Oh my gosh. And it was when he came in for the chemistry read, it felt so right. It was so real. They had such terrific chemistry. And most importantly, they had the comedic chemistry and the banter, but we had him do, a scene from later in the show that has a different color, and it was tremendous.
Joe Locke, relatively new to the world of film and TV. Yeah. How was it like working with him amongst all of these other people.
I mean, Joe is just the loveliest person. He's just so incredibly sweet and committed and talented. And so working with him is an absolute joy. It was very unique, though, to have him. I didn't really think about it until they were all on set. And I was like, oh, look at all of this, like, uterus energy. and then Joe. And he thrived, you know? Like, he is such a fan of all of these women. Like, he was so interested in learning from them, but he also was very capable of hanging with them. Like, he is an equal scene partner with all of those performers. So it was really terrific to behold, to like just see him find his lane so firmly.
Joe Locke is killing it in the universe right now. Heartstopper.
He's so special.
And very early in his career, this is one of his first roles.
Second piece on camera. I mean, he's incredible. I think he's turning 21 in like a week and a half. He's done, Heartstopper. He did a play in the West End, and then he did Sweeney Todd. And then I think it was this and then Sweeney Todd, sorry. But he's incredible. He's such a special person.
You know our next guest from the popular coming-of-age series Heartstopper. My heart is stopped permanently by meeting this young man. I adore him. Please welcome Joe Locke. Gorgeous and fabulous right now. He's so special. And Agatha All Along is your second acting job?
Yeah, second screen acting. Yeah.
After Heartstopper, which is like a giant hit. Oh. But you had that happened very fast.
Yeah, like 4 years ago, I was just a normal kid in school, and now I'm on here with you.
Oh my God! I am in awe of you, of how you've been able to show up with all of this fame, for lack of a better word, with such integrity and sense of self. It's like very rare.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just getting compliments each other. It's great.
It's so true. I just also want to hit on your Broadway debut this year. Sweeney Todd, he was so extraordinary. Also, voice of an angel. Voice of an angel.
Thank you.
And you had the best time. I got to see you in it, and it was incredible.
You did? I was very nervous when you came to watch.
Oh, you were so good.
Joe has the voice of a Disney prince. Incredible.
Yes. Yeah.
He just got off Broadway, Sweeney Todd. He's fabulous.
Oh.
Everyone's quite good at
Yes,
accents.
I think we've never been able to hear everybody's, but actually, I'm sorry, you, because your American accent is incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't it?
It's
incredible.
Thanks.
Do you guys have any hidden talents?
I can do a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, really fast.
Really fast.
Impressive.
Yeah, I learned because someone at school told me I wouldn't be able to do it, so I went home and it's just very me, proving to someone that I could do something.
See, that could have been, you could have been the who's most likely to finish something once they put their mind to
But
it.
I'm also not like that at all.
Okay, yeah.
It's only ever proving other people wrong. It's
Oh,
never
right. There's like an agenda.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Someone says you can't do this plan.
Yeah. If like people say you can't do that, I'm gonna do it. If someone says do that, then I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's a real bad trait, and I'm trying to work on it. It's a real toxic trait. I'm working on it.
This is why I love him, because there's many sides.
Yeah. Good and bad.
We learned a lot from each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we got some great advice just being around this person.
Joe Locke was the other one I want to talk about because
Yeah.
you have this great crackling banter. You know, she refers to him as her pet. Talk about how you saw those two characters.
Yeah, Joe was also a case of instant chemistry. I was there for his final chemistry read, and I think he had auditioned so many times leading up to it, and so I was so excited to meet him. And there was no other choice when I got to read for anybody in the room. Like, he was so absolutely everything that would knock on Agatha's heart if she even has one.
In Ireland, and I know in the UK as well, Joe Locke has come up over the ranks over the last couple of years. What was that like for you watching, someone, a young guy like Joe, and watching him grow on your show?
It's been amazing to actually, you can see it in the footage. Like, you can see Joe, the person Joe, like, yeah, growing. And he came to us so self-possessed, so talented, so ready, earnest, prepared. But yeah, I mean, he's very young, so you can see the evolution happening. And it's, I am a mother. I feel very maternal toward Joe. And it's a beautiful thing to see him, get better and better.
And I saw you in Broadway on Sweeney Todd, so I was super excited. I absolutely loved it. Did you and Patty talk about Sweeney Todd at all, or did Patty give you any tips?
I mean, Patty sent me flowers for my opening night, which was a wonderful gift. Getting sent flowers by Patti LuPone when you're opening on Broadway is a very cool thing. It's been amazing to have her by my side through when I was doing that.
Jack did an incredible job writing that storyline, and Joe is like so beautiful and so perfectly himself, and has always been.
Now, speaking of Joe, I love Agatha's relationship with Teen.
I love
in the show.
I love Teen and I love Joe.
Is there any similarities between Agatha's relationship with Teen and your relationship with Joe?
I don't think that I give him as hard of a time.
Yes, that's what he said, actually.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, I love him so dearly. I really do. I feel very like mama bearer about him. But he's handling it all so well. He's so poised, and he's an incredible person.
Yeah.
I love Joe so much. He's so special.
Joe Locke is a revelation. He's so great on screen. He's certainly somebody who we want to see a lot more of, and he has created a true icon in his portrayal of that character.
I also am a really huge fan of this little show called Heartstopper. So when it was announced that Joe was in this show, I actually screamed. But how was it for you working with such a talented young it boy in this day and age?
I had never watched Heartstoppers before having our chemistry read together. And so I just met him as this incredible, self-assured, beautiful actor. And so then to see that he had this crazy following and is such a superstar, and that this is only his second on-screen project, I am in awe of him. I'm just in awe. And all the witches, he's a witch as well, but we all felt very protective of him. Not that he needs any of it, but this is an incredible chapter in his life. So we just want to because he's so special. He's really, really special. When I met him in the chemistry read, I saw something behind his eyes that was so deep and difficult to find. Like, he has for being so young, he has such a soul, such a profound presence. And we all the women in this feel so freaking protective of him and have from the beginning, because so much has happened in his life in such a short period of time. And he's still such a sweetheart. And
I loved working with him. So yeah, he's a special one, really, really special.
I mean, I just like generally Joe has such an incredible future because he's such a wonderful person and he's so talented. I listen to what Seraphin tells me. I mean, I knew Joe was the one, but also Seraphin was like the one. And I'm like, you got it, girl.
And do you see him having an interconnectivity with the rest of the universe?
I mean, I try very hard not to speak on behalf of other properties, you know, that I'm involved in. And so what I just say is like, as a fan, it's my hope. He's just tremendous.
And Joe, like, he's the youngest of the group, but you wouldn't be able to tell because he has such a depth of knowledge and wisdom that it feels like, you know, a peer.
Joe Locke, who I learned so much from, who is so special. That kid's gonna go places is all I'm saying.